Hey guys, welcome to Coding Box Automation Lab. This is Shoreful. Today we're going to talk about a very fascinating technology, none other than Chat GPT. We'll see what is Chat GPT, the features or benefits, some use cases, as well as lastly we'll see whether Chat GPT can replace a human job. It can take away our job or not. Okay, let's see. What is first is Chat GPT. So let's go their official website. Okay, that's their official website, and if you go to their about, here is a very short description. It is features or API of OpenAI. So OpenAI is the company name. It's saying OpenAI is an AI research and development company. Our mission is to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. So that's their very short description. So usually you can understand, they are using AI to do some job which is like brings the benefits and works like exactly the human they can do. Okay, so that's that. OpenAI, the company, and they're one of the API or features based on AI, which is called Chat GPT. So let's see some of the benefits. You can go ahead, you can see there's an example, capabilities, and some limitation of there, but you will see the amazing job they have done using the AI. So it means this AI, the API, this API can help you to resolve your different types of jobs. It's based on technology. Like it can write your code for different languages. It can write your test cases. It can write your Selenium code for automations or Cypress code for your automations. It can write your Gherkin scenarios. Whatever you need, it can do almost the same job as a human can do. Let's an example. Let's write over here. So what do you have to do over here? You have to write what do you want. So example, I'm doing how to write code for, let's do a first it's one of the Java code. Let's write over here, write Java code to generate the Fibonacci series. Okay, series. Okay, Fibonacci series. I hope that is right. You can see after I hit enter, it will give you over here, started to write the code. Here is the Java program that generated the Fibonacci series up to a given number, whatever the number, maybe like number, whatever the number, 10, 20, whatever. You can see it is amazing. And also it's give you the the details description how the code is going to work, the logic of the code. You can see over here. So it create a class, the Fibonacci, and then you have a this is your main method. Inside a main method, it's a declare a number, like number is 10, so it means your Fibonacci series will be up to 10. And here you can see this program generate first num terms, okay, the Fibonacci series, and stored them in an array, and then in that points the term of the console. You can see over here. So you can go ahead, you can read it over here, but I can see easily it's create an array, create a class of the integer arrays, where array to store the Fibonacci series, to store all of the series, and over here you can see this, the beginning two number in this array is already declared over here, 0 and 1 on index 0 and 1, and then generate the Fibonacci series over here. So you run a loop which is and it started from the 2 because this for Fibonacci series, this is 0 and 1, it's your fixed value, and so you need to run your loop from the when it's the value of I is 2, and it's up until less than 10. So because that's what you want, that like to generate the Fibonacci series up to 10. Right over here you can see it's this is over here, it's creating running the loop and adding your number and it's storing over here in this variable, right? So it's and then after that point the Fibonacci series over here, you can say it's printing using the same loop, and and then it's printing over here. So you can go ahead, you can see in details here, and it will return if like something over here 0 1. So you can see it, it's I can see the code, it's 100% it's gonna be work, right? This is amazing. Let's do something related with the Selenium code, right? So let's write over here, write code, or you can say let's use over here how to write code for login test, okay, with the Selenium Java. Okay, hit enter. Here's an example of how you can write the code using Selenium Java for a login test. Okay, so it's create a class, and here is the main method, and then this is a system.set properties, right? Okay, I mean, it's give you exactly the code that you need. You have to just update. If you have the ID, you have to just update with the the right value. You can see this is your key and value for your driver, and then it's create a new driver, create an object of the new driver, and here you can say this is to launch your applications. I can see, and then here is to locate the username field, and this is the locate for password field, and then you pass the send keys, enter the value, and here is the code also, how the code is going to work, step by step. It's giving you all the description here. Okay, so it is really amazing, and it's give you the reference also. That's pretty good. Let's copy the code, and then let's put in our, let's see that is that work or not. So I have a class, it's called like login class. Let's replace the code over here, save it, and then I will just update the value over here. It is Chrome, so I will go to, let's update the value. This is my this is my root directory. I mean, it's the value of the driver. Just make sure you remove it. So you have to know it, right? So if you know it, then it's very simple, it's easy, right? Over here, then is you create the Chrome driver class. Okay, that's a thing, and then and then after that, so this is the application. So let's put the application. I would say we're going to use Salesforce. Okay, login Salesforce. So this is the one we're going to use. Okay. So let's just update here, replace the URL, and then username and password field over here for Salesforce. I know this username and password field is ID. Let me just show, it's still very quick. There is a ID, should have an ID. You can say there is an ID for the username, there is the attribute is ID, and also the value is username, and for the password also it's a password. Okay, so over here this is right, username and ID is fine, and then you send case, you pass the whatever the just username you say. Okay, say test @test. Okay, just I'm putting some invalid username password and say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so for the password field, and after that find the the login button and click up there. So login button, let's see what's the value of the login button. Spied login, there is an ID, it's called login, right? So there is an ID, it's called login. ID equals to login. Just change the value over here. Okay, it should be, and then you are clicking. You see this, everything is there. I mean, they did everything. And then if it's your value is like your username password is valid credential, then it's supposed to log in. You can see over here they're saying verify that the login was successful by checking the presence of the logout button. So if you're successfully log in, you should have a logout button inside after you successfully log in. So you can verify that is your logout button is that a presence of there not. If the logout button is presence, then you can say the login was successful. If it's not present, it means you never able to log in, it didn't log in, so it was failed. So that's what they're saying. So you'll find you look at the logout button, assume that this is the the ID for the logout button, and we're saying they use the if condition. If logout button not null, it means its presence, then you will print something log was successful, or you will say log was failed, and the driver will close. It is amazing. It's really amazing. Okay, it's really amazing. Before that, I have one also exception or error. Let me copy this. I will check that what does it mean. If there is an error happen, exception happen, is that can help you to define the exception. Let me run it now. Let me run it now. So run it. Java okay, it's loading. Okay, it's loaded. You can see it was enter the username password and click on up there, but it was invalid username password, so it closed, right? So it didn't log in, so definitely it's supposed to fail it, right? So let's see. So so it didn't find that element, so since it was not logged in, definitely this element was not present. So it's supposed to give me an error over here. It's saying that, you can see over here the exception. So exception is a no such element exception. It means it's saying that this logout button, so this button was not found, right? Because it never logged in, because I know the intentionally I provide invalid username password. So ultimately it is failed, right? It is failed intentionally. But if I would give the a valid username password after it would log in, it's supposed to print this one. So it's working exactly the way you want. It is really amazing. And also, since we found an error, let's see this. What does it mean? Is that can define this error? Is that can define this error like Chat GPT, right? Let's go there. Let's go here, and I'm going to paste the error over here. Hit enter. Let's see what it does. So it's giving you, okay, this is the, it's saying this kind of error can happen for several reasons. You can see over here. Let me begin. And it's saying this no such element, its error is thrown when Selenium script is unable to look at an element on the web page, right? So this is exactly, we know it's happened. Let me finish it. Okay, and let's see the over here the reason. The element not present in the DOM, so it was not in the element was not present on the web page. So that's it. That could be the one reason. The element is present but it's not visible on the page. It means the element was hidden. The element is present and visible, but the locator used to find it's incorrect. So it's saying the element it could be the visible and also there, but the locator I used, the value locator I used was not right. So maybe it's I used the wrong value, or it was the syntax error, so it was not right. Okay, so that's the three reasons they define by for this exception. And there is a troubleshoot to issue this following issue. They give you not only the explanation about the error, but also they're saying there is some solution. It's saying make sure that the element is present in the DOM on the page. You can check by this inspecting the page using the browser developer tools, like we know this inspect, and you can use that. And also make sure this this element also visible. It's not a hidden by CSS, right? You need to modify your locator to find an element that is visible. So it's giving you suggestion how to resolve that issue, and also saying this, the locator you're using, make sure it is a correct. So the locator, you can use the different attributes like ID, name, class name, right? So those are the valid locator to locate or spy any element. That's what they're advising you. So this is really, really great. It makes our job, it's a really easy, faster. It is fantastic. So by using this Chat GPT, as you have seen, I have generated Java solution, Java code. I have generated a Selenium code within a 5 to 10 minutes, which is usually you would take probably a couple of hours, or at least in an hour for a QA experienced engineer. So it's really, really it's saved our time, speed of our process, which is amazing. So why is this important? Definitely because writing the test cases, it's time consuming, as you know, and it's a tremendous works, right? So why not offload that a machine can do, while we can think more about like our important other stuff. So writing the test cases, test coverage, the application setups or environment setups, test execution efficiency, or even parallelism, right? So those are the more core things that we can do if this the AI API can help us to speed up our writing our test cases. So definitely it is for an industry, for a professional, I would prefer to use this. This is really tremendous. This is the benefits of AI, you can see. Okay, now the question is like, is that can be replace a human job? To me, it is not. This is like add on. This is like speed of our process, but this will not build a framework, right? So like for automation, you not only the code, but obviously you have to build a framework, end-to-end frameworks that will work systematic way, right? So who's gonna build that framework? So definitely an experienced automation developer can build that framework, right? And to write the test cases, this can help you to speed up your solution, right? You don't have to think that much, or you find an error deep driving. Before that, you just place it over here. It gives you the the reason and also the solutions that can help you to debug your issues too, right? So I don't see it's the blocking our job, these things. This is like this is the future, right? It is already started, and we have to use smart way to benefit our job, benefit our works, and deliver a quality product. This is amazing. I love it. So check this out. You guys try it and see this, and give me feedback if you tried, and try with the different. Probably you can create a Gherkin scenarios. See, this is that can help you write some manual testing. You can write even manual testing. You can write over here, write manual test cases for login scenarios. You will see this. It will give you the write the test cases. So do some similar stuff that as usually you do in your workplace, right? So try to do this and see that the response. And please, give me the feedback. What's your experience? Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye bye.